You are locked in to Mornings with Linda E, and I am joined by the one and only Rio. Rio Wagwan.
Well, go on, Rio. Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm blessed. And it's a Wednesday afternoon here.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm good, man. I'm grateful more than anything. I'm blessed.
Now, Rio, I really want to talk to you about your musical journey,
Yeah.
and obviously Manchester
hmm
holding it down over there. I wanna get to know what is the music scene like in Manchester. Obviously, we have the Bugsy Malones and H, but I want to know what's the overall scene looking like for you in Manchester.
Yeah, the scene's very healthy. Before I had my hiatus from music in 2016, there wasn't as many artists as there is now. There wasn't really much of a scene here. There was individuals doing the thing. Since I've come back now and been exploring, obviously I've got a lot of experience in music. There's a lot of different talent coming through, which is
Mm.
obviously a great thing, a good thing. But yeah, the scene's thriving. The scene's thriving with new talent, singers, new producers, rappers, graphic designers. I think Manchester's always been a city that's had a lot of history in music, and it's very vibrant right now. So it's a great time. It's a great time.
You mentioned your hiatus.
Yeah.
What happened there? Can you talk to me about that?
Um, I just had to go and find myself. Really, I didn't really have a purpose, so to speak. I was just sort of just living in the world. I wasn't really. I was always focused and stuff like that. Had goals and aspirations to achieve great things, but I didn't really have a. I had to go and find God. Really, I had to
Yeah.
go and reconnect with my faith because I've been brought up well, my grand kind of raised me in a Christian home, so I had to really go and get my faith right, which I had to go and do, and it took a while to be called and answer to the calling. I had to go and work on like my self development and growth. So I got my best friend to be my personal trainer to get me in physical shape.
Come on.
Uh, and then mentally, I started reading a lot of books. And then obviously, spiritually, I was attending church every Sunday, doing counselling with my pastor every Friday, and just connecting back, man. Just reading the Bible a lot, meditate. Obviously now I'm fully fledged, like really in it. Do you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? So once I got that right, I then thought it was time to come back to music because the music industry is you got to be careful, especially on the journey that I'm on in terms of my Christianity and stuff like that. You got to be very careful. So once I got all those components together, I thought it was time because I did have a great fan base, a core foundation of one of the first out of Manchester to be knocking through the doors and.
Mm.
A lot of the industry gatekeepers, influencers and stuff like that, they know who I am, but because of out of sight you're out of mind, and other artists have come through, i.e. Bugsy, H, Meeks, Jordan, there's a lot of different talent. So yeah, man, I just had to go and go and go and find the Lord, really. You get it. And now I feel more guided by the Spirit. Yeah.
Now, listen, whenever anyone speaks to me and mentions God, I always have a personal connection because I'm a Christian and I'm the kind of person where I don't hide that I believe in God and that God is literally guiding me through this journey of my career. But as a rapper, as an artist, how
Yeah.
have you navigated that whilst being a Christian?
um Recently because I read scripture, so I know I'm where I was last year to where I am now. It's been a massive journey of growth. So now I know that what I used to conduct myself in music wasn't the right way because
Mhm.
we're not of the world. So I've had to kind of look at the language barrier, the content I'm putting out. It's not really glory. It wasn't really glorifying God. I've had to start unfollowing certain females that
Okay.
dress maybe it's very hard. I was saying this to my pastor the other day because we're going to do a study on music and stuff like that. it's very hard on social media these days because it's what you see. It's just there. It's in your face. And I know one of my weaknesses was obviously women because I was a charmer. You get what I'm saying? Like everybody knows you get it. So I've had to really, it's been a battle. I can't have a lie. The spiritual warfare, it's been a battle, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, you know, I've been able to, like I said, slow down, man. Just slow, and you know, let the spirit just guide me, and be careful for the traps that the devil sets. A lot of sneaky little traps. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's been good though, man. You know, you know, I used to be a very because I'm from my side. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows about my side in the UK. Everybody knows what it's about, and I grew up in a time when it was you know, it was known as Gunchester. So, for me now, I don't really have that many friends because of my faith. I won't say just because of my faith, but obviously my discipline towards my faith. It means I can't conduct in certain things anymore. So it's been weird, you know. I put it in my bio, my Insta, love Jesus first, and I started seeing my followers like, do people, you know, people don't like that. Do you know what I'm saying? But like you said, I don't really shy away from my faith. Like, you know, I'm wearing that. It is finished. Then I seen it, and something that, you know, my spirit said, buy that t-shirt when I was online doing my meditating. So I just bought it. And yeah, man, you know, I try not to be preachy because I don't want people to be turned off or think, oh, my mum thinks it's some pastor now, or it's just my testimony is going to be a thing when my testimony does come. It's going to, I believe it will change a lot of lives based on my past and what people know me of, and what I used to get on with. You know, I believe it will change a lot of lives because music's powerful, and you know, I believe that I'm gifted at music.
Let me tell you a little something, right? One of the reasons that I wanted to speak to you was because I went and looked at your Insta and I saw what you had in your bio. That was the reason why I was like, now I want to chat to him. As soon as I saw that, I was like, all right, then. He's not going to be like every other person. And I'm not here to judge. Everyone is different and every journey is different. But that was what attracted me to want to have this conversation with you. So maybe people might have seen it and been, you know, following me. I saw it, I took it interest. So you know, just so you know, that was a personal reason. I was like, is it? All right, let's have 1, 2, 3 convo and see what got it.
You know, we might not be having this conversation, and I always believe when I get an opportunity to use my platform, I will always drop it in. I won't just be like, oh, rah. But obviously you mentioned that you're a God-fearing woman as well, so I knew that this conversation would be flow a lot easier. But anytime I do have a platform, I try and sneak it in just a little drop, and just glorify, you know, glorify his name really. So
now, do you think that the UK music scene is ready for artists that are openly and proudly Christian? Because like you said, the music industry itself is a very techie place. There are a lot of things that happen that aren't necessarily the kind of environment a Christian or someone who has a relationship with God wants to or need to or should be in. And unfortunately, the music industry isn't going to change 360. Do you think the UK scene is ready for someone like you?
I mean, it depends really, because I know how to. For me personally, I know how to balance it. You know, obviously Stormzy done the whole blinded by your grace thing. You see, the thing is, there's a lot of people that may say they believe in God, but they're not living a Christian life. They believe in God on a Sunday, and then it's your actions. You know, actions will show if you are really on this walk. I'm not saying that you can't fall, because we all are gonna slip and fall. That's why we've got the repentance through Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Because He knows that our flesh is weak and we are gonna fall short now and again. But it depends, really. You know, for me, whether they're gonna accept it or not, I don't really care, to be honest with you, because none of this is gonna matter. Do you know what I'm saying? Like in the end, it's your flesh that is. Oh, I've got to, because I used to be, I need to get on glass. I need to do this. I should have a fire in the booth. But I've not got a day. And I think, you know what? God, I just say, you know, God, if it's your will, then cool. If it's not, then cool, I'll go this way. No problem. doesn't like that because my flesh likes the excitement. I like the buzz. I like the, you know, I believe I've got a personality, and I'm very charismatic. So I like to get out there, but now it's all only for the will of God, really. And it's been tough, but you know, I think there's a lot more rappers coming through in the UK that are talking about the faith and stuff like that, which is great. Obviously, it's massive in America. You know, you've got someone like Chance the Rapper, who's Justin Bieber. He's like probably the biggest pop star, one of the biggest pop stars in the world. His faith for God is out there. It's in your face. He's letting you know. But the UK scene, you know, it might take a while. You know, whether they do or they don't, like I'm still techie when it comes to music. Like I can bar as good as anybody in the UK. So I would always not take it offensive if, because I know it's going to be Jesus. It's the name in it that's above all that. So every time I'm online, people might talk about Buddha or talk about their gods or whatever, but the minute you mention Jesus, there's a certain, people get a bit weird. It gets a bit, people don't like that name because it's above all names. I find that with everything, when you say Jesus, people start acting up. It's something different about that name that people don't like. It's because it's above all name. People don't want to accept that, but they know. Do you know what I mean? Like, people know, but they just don't want to accept it. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, you know, the industry is what it is, man. Like, it's cool, innit? Everybody, listen, we're all responsible for our own salvation, so it's nothing to do with me.
Switching gears slightly, congratulations on the new single of Misha B.
Yes.
I see that's been getting love. I see you mentioned Fire in a Booth. I see Charlie Slough is showing love too. How did the collaboration and single come together, should I say, come apart?
Yeah, Misha's like my little sister, you know. Yeah, man, I'm big bro, man. Like, big bro. Like, you know, we have that kind of relationship. She's my little sister. I remember meeting Misha like 2 years before she was going on X Factor. She was just jogging. She was jogging past my house and we got talking, and she used to look up to me a lot because at that time I was popping in Manchester. Like, I was really, you know, BBC One Extra Playlist, Gets. I had a feature with Gets. I was doing Reading and Leeds Festival. I was really popping, and she used to look up to me, and I used, you know, support. This is our second track we've done. I've known Misha nearly 15 years now. 15 years plus. This is our only second record. That's the relationship we've got. It's not, oh, because you do music, I do music, let's do a song.
Yeah.
It's just the right time, me coming back into music now and wanting to tell my story, because I've never told my actual story because I never wanted to glorify the bad boy thing like that. But I found the courage to tell my story. So at that time when I spoke to Misha, I was like, look, you know, if anybody can articulate what I need from a hook and my message, you're the only person, because Misha's from, because see, in my side, it's split by two gangs in it, one on that side, one on that side. I grew up on that side, Misha grew up on that side. So we know people from both sides. So I thought, you know what, let's do a record that represents not just my side, but every hood. That's why she's like Man Them on the Corner, and something that every hood worldwide can relate to, this struggle, like having to sell whatever to feed mama and this, that, and the other. And then I kind of, my verses told my story. So I shown her the verses, and she just whipped up. Like, she was sat in my car. She just whipped up the hook straight away. I said, "This girl's super talented." You know what I mean? Like, she's on her journey with finding God. So it's great. And like I said, we've got a deep relationship. You know what I mean? Where we talk about personal things that we know about each other, and it's easy in it to make some music, and especially music that can touch and people can relate to. We was able to just do that with ease. It was not really, it was like we was having a conversation, but just singing, really, because what I was talking about and what she's saying, we talk about that anyway when we wrap it up and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how that came about. It was really easy, really, you know, it made sense. And yeah, man, the thing, it's just ringing now, you know? Yeah.
So when it comes, say that again?
It's something different for the scene. I think it breaks up.
So that leads me to my next question. When it comes to a body of work from you, number one, when can we expect that? But number two, is it going to sound like the single, or is it going to be different flavors and different things?
Well, I dropped my debut album on November the 25th last year, so
Okay.
that for me, that was one of the standout singles off the album. So last year, October was my first release of Goals from the album. Then I went with Away 2020 Vision, and then the Misha was the fourth one because that was getting a lot of heat. So you'll have to if you go on my website, I think the link to the videos on my website on my bio. Sorry, I'll follow you when I come off the Zoom and send you the link to download the album. The body of work is my story because I've never told my story, so the feedback was like, wow. A lot of people that knew me didn't know the things that were going on that I've been through in my life, and these are people that have grew up with me because I put it all out. There was no stone unturned. I even got a track on there called Janice. Obviously I didn't call it Mum for a reason. I spoke to my mum. I didn't really get at her like that. So yeah, everything's on there, man. It's a unique piece. It's a master for me, obviously, in the most humble way. Obviously, because you got to live in humility and stuff. I believe it's one of the. It's gone under the radar because I was listening to Dave and Kano as musician. They're the artists that I like the way they create. They make art. So I listened to both their albums, 2019, and I was listening to it, and I said to my producer that I want to make something memorable, something that you can listen to a year later and still get that same feeling. Because obviously I'm telling my story, and we made the album, and then when we listened to it from track 1 to track 10, and we was like, you know what, this competes with anything in the UK, literally, because I've been doing music for 15 years, so I know music, I know who's the hierarchy, I know the middle guys that are trying to break, I know the guys that may not have the talent to get through. So I know my music, you get what I'm saying? And I listened to it, I was like, because I don't have the numbers and I've been away for so long, so I had to start my Instagram again. That's why I lost thousands and thousands of followers because I couldn't get into my Instagram. I had to start again last year and start building it. If that was someone who like Dave or Kane who put that out, people would be raving about it, 100% going crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? But nothing for its time.
Nothing for its time. And you said I saw on your, obviously I was doing a bit of Insta stalking. There was something on your Insta story that you posted saying that sometimes, bodies of work or tracks don't pop off straight away. It can take a while. So that is so true. There's so many tracks that have had that same feeling. Or for example, I don't know if you know this lady called Erica Banks, Bust It. It went viral recently with a challenge. When that song first came out, people were laughing at her, saying that, she was at a concert performing it and nobody knew the lyrics. And literally, I think 6 months later, it's gone worldwide. So as you said, nothing before its time. And sometimes tracks just take a second to get hot. It's as simple as that.
You know what's mad as well? Because obviously there's another great artist from my city called who I know of called IMDDB. Now, she had a lot of songs on YouTube that didn't really have any numbers. The minute that tune blew up, Shade, Uber everywhere, what is everybody goes and checks your back catalogue, and then your numbers start racking up. Same happened to a guy called Russ, not the one in London, the one in America.
I like that, Russ.
A body of work that was incredible. But it's when he brought out another body of work, people went back. And then that kind of just like, so for me, I know the music, the album that I made, it's timeless. For me, it's therapy, really. It wasn't really about the numbers. It's more, right, I got back here. I had no intentions of coming back to music, from 2016. Everybody's like, bro, you're the guy. Like, everybody knows, really, in money, like, you should have never let it go. You was there, it was just one more hurdle. But at the same time, I just didn't believe that I was ready. I didn't have the fundamentals. I wasn't ready in life more than talent. It was never an issue with how good I was. It was always just life wasn't where life had to be in terms of business. And obviously I'm a father of two, my home and just certain things wasn't in place. And for me, obviously, family always comes first.
Yeah.
Priority. I mean, that's my top priority, and I would do it again if I had to put music on the back burner. Same with my faith. It's like God might say, look, no, I don't want to do that. But if he says no, okay, cool, shut down the music and it's done. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's just how it is. But yeah, man, it's been when you listen to the album, you would understand. You command you to listen. You would get my story. You hear the story.
Say no more. Obviously, I have to ask you, being from Manny, collaborations. Are you cool with some of the artists you've mentioned, like the Bugsies and the H's and Meeks and Jordans and all, etc., etc.? Any collaborations in the works? Anything like that planned?
Yeah, man. Everybody's cool. You know what? To be fair, we don't really see each other. Or Manchester's how could I put it? It's not like London as such as there's everybody get behind this and push this. Everybody's more on their own thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no problems as far as I know. When I see them people, yo, I've got a song on the next project because I'm already like 13 tracks into my next project. You get what I'm saying? I want to try and drop another body of works or 2 body of works within 12 months. And I've got a song on there called Homage, where I'm paying homage to all the people that while I've been gone. And it's only the people that, because when I'm going to the barbershop, you know, the barbershop is, yo, Ree, come on. Yo, Ree, this guy's, yo, everyone's like, Ree, this guy's blowing out. Yo, Ree, this guy's blowing out. Yo, Ree, this guy's, bro, you're normally in that frame, like, without a shadow of a doubt. So I made a song called, a freestyle called Homage. It's paying homage to the guys and that. I've always been that, to be fair, you know, I've not really been one to, I see success as an inspiring thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially what Bugsy's done, it's been like no one has come up as quick in terms of he's on the storms, his skeptics levels. He did that very quick. It happened for him very, very quick. And not a lot of people in Manchester like that because they didn't understand how to accept that level of success, because he was the first. No, he wasn't the first to get and start breaking down barriers, but he was the first to go through that door and open that door so everyone else can come through. Most definitely, he put Manchester on the map. You get what I'm saying? People come before him that were knocking on the door, but he come through and knocked the door and then shown us, you know, success, these footprints. So his success is well documented online, and if you follow it and understand it, he's a very smart businessman. A very, very smart marketing genius. H come through, and you know, H is probably, after Stormzy, he's the biggest selling artist, along with probably AJ and Dave. He's there. That's from my hometown, so it's great, man. You know, everybody in the city is us. It's mad. Then you got Meeks, who's just come through on some next visionary thing, and then Jordan's on the Salford. Like, you know what, Salford's just like Manchester, like, but like it's proper man, crazy out there. You know? So everyone's, man, you know, and that's what I like. You know, for me, when I was coming through, it was predominantly just London artists getting the love and the hard to break through, and we didn't really want to make excuses, but there was a lot of bias where it's like, come on, bro, you can't understand the accent. Okay, tell me, now H has come through. He's as mank as it comes. He's just like, you can't say you can't understand us now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just come through on a proper manny thing, so it's good, man. Like, we're doing numbers. People are changing their lives, their families' lives. Like, I'm cool with them guys, man. You know, when I see them, it's cool, it's love. As far as I'm on my side, you know, obviously that's just the way I live because of my faith in it. That's the way you're supposed to live, in the fruits of the spirit. So I'm good, man. You know, it's all love.
I'm gonna play a bit of a game with you now. So a feature on my show is every single show I have, I ask people like a question. So I'm going to ask you 5 of them. They're pretty much quick fire. It's A or B answer, and you just have to tell me whatever your answer is, okay? I'm going to start with a really easy one. Are you ready for lockdown to be over?
Yeah.
Really? I'm not, man. Did you or have you gained any new skills during lockdown?
I started university.
Oh, good for you! Well done. We love to see that. What are you studying?
Business and enterprise.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. Money. All right. Next question. Are you giving up anything for Lent?
Who?
Are you giving up anything for Lent?
What's Lent? Is that a
Lent.
London?
No, Lent, as in Easter, Lent.
Lent? I've never heard that word in my life.
You know what Easter is, right?
Yeah, Easter.
Yeah.
Easter eggs.
So the 40, 45 days leading up to Easter is called Lent.
God's honest truth, that's the first time I've heard that.
Are you serious?
I'm kidding you not.
Oh my days. Okay, so you have Pancake Day. So Tuesday was Pancake Day, and today Wednesday is Shrove Wednesday, where the 40 days and 40 nights, that Jesus went through, start today. So Lent, you give up something for those 40 days.
I'm not there yet. I'm gonna have to speak to my pastor about that one.
Yes, do.
I've not. God's honest truth. That's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Oh my days. Okay, well, look into it and hopefully you can take part in it next year. It's 40 days, or technically it's 45 days. And right now it's 50-50 when I've done my little poll. Some people are giving up things like getting angry when things don't go their way. Some people are giving up like chocolate or milk or meat products or other bits and pieces. But it's just that 40-day period where you give up something in honor of what Jesus went through.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I shall research.
Yeah, You're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right, two more quick fire questions, right? So, were you a fan of WAP, the Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B song?
No.
Trash or yeah, man, it's trash, man. Let's just say we'll keep it that it definitely is trash. My final quick fire, but I'm trying to think what's a fun one. Oh, okay. This one is based on something that's happening today. I don't know if you've seen that picture of Tory Lanez.
No.
So there's a picture of Tory Lanez that's circulating on the net because his hair seems to be amiss. That's the nicest way of me saying it. Do you know what? I might just show it to you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know if you can see. Can you see that?
Ah, yeah. What's that? Is that alopecia?
Well, that's the thing. So he had previously had a hair transplant a few years ago. And I don't know. Some people are calling it stress. Some people are saying it's because that's what happens when you shoot women in the foot. The internet is doing its thing right now with that picture in Tory Lanez.
So, all right.
Yeah. So
I've just been posted and coming off, man.
Really?
Yeah. It's a trap.
It can be a trap. But listen, my question isn't too deep. It's just with regards to Tory Lanez and his career. Do you think he will continue to be successful, or do you think the situation with Megan Thee Stallion is going to hinder him?
It's mad because bad publicity is good publicity. You see, I could look back at the same situation with Chris Brown and Rihanna. Cancelled him, but he was too talented. But it's a different talent because he could act, graffiti, he could rap, he could sing, he could dance. Obviously, he had a massive female fan base, so he was forgiven. Now, with the Tory Lanez, he's a very talented dude as well. And he's not been convicted yet. It's allegation at the moment. We don't know whether he did or he didn't. Who are we to judge? But no, he's a talented guy, man. You know what? Regardless, even if it's to get convicted, people are still going to rock with him anyway. He's got a core fan base, so people are going to rock with him regardless. That's how mad it is right now.
My final question for you is bring it to the UK, and like I said, quick fire, so you can only choose one. Wiley or Stormzy?
It's got to be Wiley,
and then
based on his legacy.
Okay, and then Chip or Stormzy?
Chip.
Okay. Why?
Chip's dangerous,
Okay.
That Chip's dangerous still. He's that guy still.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You gotta give him his flowers, man. Give him his
Yeah.
flowers. Give him his flowers.
Okay. Well, that's a quick fire round done. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah, man, that's cool. That's cool. That was cool.
Listen, before we wrap up, can you please let people know how to find you, follow you, and support your movement?
Yeah, so all my socials is Rio Ow Ya Mean. Now, Ow Ya Mean is my slogan, because everything say Ow Ya Mean, like that's everybody knows that's my thing. Like Ow Ya Mean's my thing. Trademark. We get it. The merchandise is coming at Ow Ya Mean clothing. So what happened is my Instagram. I tried to get a new Insta. Official Rio was taken. Rio this. It was all different, so it was hard for people to find me.
Yeah.
Like, people like, I'm like, what? So I said, you know what? How you mean? Rio, how you mean? Rio, how you mean? Yo, Rio, how you mean? So I got Rio, how you mean everywhere, Facebook, Twitter. Just when you type it, you can find me everywhere now. Do you know what I mean? Obviously Rio on Spotify. But yeah, man, it's, you know, people jump on the movement, man. It's more than music, it's deeper than music. I actually find myself doing more works than music in regards to helping people with the mentality, reading. I want to do more of that. But yeah, man, follow the movement. Rio Ow Ya Mean. And we're about to, you know, take over business, you know? We're pacing ourselves, man. But, you know, London, the UK will eventually catch up to the wave. And when they do, we're ready to be surfing, you know?
Ready. Oh, I got one more question. I know I keep saying this, yeah. Final question. So we are in February. We're still a long way to go till December, but what is the one thing you want to have achieved by the end of 2021?
I want to be closer to be getting baptized.
Oh.
That's one of my. I'm not there yet, because I have to give up a lot of things before that. Because I know that's like it's a lot of the things I have to give up. But you know, I mean, I could have said loads of things people would have thought of. Oh, I want a new car and I want this amount of money in my bank and this, that, and whatever. But for me, like I don't play when it comes to my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I ain't playing. I've had, like I say, I've had a lot of supernatural things happen that only I've experienced. So it's like people just think this guy, whatever. I'm like, bro, like fam, like I'm not lying to you. This is crazy. Like it's mad, you know. But yeah, I would like to be closer, because I know it's going to take a lot of time, a lot of work. I know God's still working on me, so it's going to take a lot of, it's going to take a lot of go through a lot of spiritual battles and stuff like that. Warfare is rife right now, you know. So yeah, that, and obviously I want to release another project as well. Okay. You know, I would love to release another project, you know, God willing. So who knows? We don't even know. We could be in another lot. I don't even know what's gonna happen.
No. Don't say that L word. Don't say that L word, okay? Whenever we come out of this lockdown, this is our final lockdown, okay?
That's what you think, sir? Huh?